Hi, welcome to my channel Train, Don't Strain with me, Mountain Jace. I hope you've all had a chance to check out my previous series of gym workout videos, aptly named Foundations of Fitness. This set, called Do You Train Like a Pussy or a Majestic Lion in the Gym, is nothing to do with cats and everything to do with getting you on the right path for the most explosive training sessions of your life, thanks to my evolution of fitness rather than hype, BS, and gear worship that so many people sadly succumb to. I've mentioned a number of times previously the phrase mass displacement, but what is that exactly? Well, the easiest way to explain it is by the following example. Imagine a seesaw on which at each end I place a 1-ton barbell. By definition, if the pivot point is dead center, the seesaw would be perfectly horizontally balanced as the weights cancel themselves out. Then, further imagine that I grab a nearby goose that just happened to be queuing to have a go on said piece of playground equipment and yanked out one of its feathers in exchange for, say, a cigarette, before then placing it on the end nearest to me. What do you think will happen? To the seesaw, not the goose that is. Well, obviously the feather, light as it is, and in spite of the fact that at the other end is a huge barbell, will make the seesaw fall where I am and go up at the other end. Equally, when I then remove the feather, the seesaw immediately reverts back to equilibrium. Saying goodbye to the nicotine-addicted goose and returning to the real world of gym training, this is, in effect, what 9 out of 10 people are doing when they train. They are shifting their body mass through a central pivot point, usually a joint or a large bone, to cause the weight they are pretending to be training with to go up and then down when they duly stop this energy flow. Very little muscle fibre is used, and as such, almost no cardiovascular improvement is gained through an increase in heart rate or lung capacity as burnt oxygen from muscle firing fibres is replaced. Understand, as far as your body is concerned, this is a successful interaction with an object it is trying to move. The work is done with almost no cost in terms of resources or future repair requirements, and as such, no future improvement in strength or fitness will ever be forthcoming. So when you see someone training a muscle, be it their quads, biceps, triceps, chest, etc., and at the exact same point during the movement their body repeats a sudden shift of any kind, know that they are cheating themselves into oblivion. They are, however heavy the bar or stack they are using, simply momentarily causing their own body mass via a seesaw mechanism to act as a counterweight, just as lifts do to conserve energy. And that they may be holding 20 kilograms in their hands, but because of their decision to allow mass displacement rather than full muscle engagement, they are in fact only adding a feather's worth of energy to the system in order to achieve 8 repetitions. So that begs the question, who was reckless enough to give the goose a light? Oh no, I mean, how do you avoid this kind of senseless cheating in order to make sure that you blast every muscle fibre each and every time? Well, firstly, be acutely aware of any movement other than that of the part of body you're training. So, for example, when you work biceps, nothing, absolutely nothing from your elbow upwards should change its position, even by a millimeter, as your forearm rises and falls. Next, where possible, get the weight away from your body. So when you do a tricep move, make sure you're not pouring your body mass down onto the bar to force it to go in that direction. Make sure you keep your feet parallel wherever possible. That way, you can't thrust forward without also falling forward. The most dynamic and thus harmful, because leg thrust energy is so easy, is when you assume a position that looks as though you are running. You can accelerate with the rear leg, which adds huge quantities of force to the system, and then use the front leg to stop you actually going forward. Meaning the only thing the thrust power can do is act as a counterbalance force to the weight you are pretending to train with. Also, see what your calves are doing. If there is any change in position or alignment of these, then you know you are thrusting energy up into your body to steal work from another smaller muscle that you are actually meant to be exercising. As I say, be super disciplined and pick a weight to train with that doesn't incite your body to create an internal seesaw in order to make it rise and fall. Plus, concentrate on not moving any other part of your body. That way, when your 3 sets are finished, in accordance to my Stairway to Heavenly Gains method, as described in episode 2 of the Foundations of Fitness, you will have hit so many muscle fibers in the body part you want to train that the brain will just have to build back better. So, now go do the right thing, but before you do, please hit the like and subscribe icons.